What is going on, everybody? This is Wilson Gregory, the host of your Nosebleeds podcast. I want to talk today, I want to switch it up, talk about basketball, the Warriors. Now, I know some of you guys are going to be like, what the heck? Why do you like the Warriors if you're a Steeler fan? Well, the people who know me, they're going to know. The team that I've been following since they've drafted Steph Curry and seen all the moves that they've made to get to where they are right now. How did they win the championship last year? Well, it's very simple. Very good shooting and a lack of talent across the NBA. Once the Bucks got out of the East, it was kind of game over. The Warriors beat the Nuggets in round one. Nikola Jokic was the MVP of the league. He's out of the West. After that, it was game blouses. When you break it down and look at what the West is doing right now, there are the top teams right now. We have the Denver Nuggets. We have the Memphis Grizzlies. After that, we have the Kings. And then we have the Pelicans. And then after that, we have the Clippers. And who knows what Kawhi is going to do game to game. After that, we have the Mavs. Now the Mavs are a good team. But Phoenix Suns, Devin Booker's hurt right now. Chris Paul has fallen off a cliff. We got the Jazz after that. We know they're not going to be much. And then we got the Timberwolves, who I think right there are with the Warriors in a team that can come from behind and make a late season push. Year over year, it is tough to win without a big man in the NBA, without a guy who is above 6'11", manning the center of your court, playing defense. James Wiseman has not played up to par, and that has really hindered the Warriors' ability to compete with some of the top teams in the league. What I do know is they are going to need a guy to man the front court. A guy like they had in Andrew Bogut years ago. JaVale McGee, who I thought played above and beyond what he was capable of. I mean, you look at what he was doing. He was out of the league, and then the Warriors signed him, and he was just going off. Miles Turner. I don't know what it would take to get a guy like him from the Pacers. They're the 9th seed in the East, so they're obviously looking to improve. But the Kings are sitting at 27 wins. So the Warriors are 4 games out of the 3rd seed. If you look at it, 4.5, 5. All he has to do is stand there in the middle and affect shots. So Draymond can play outside, inside, do whatever he needs to do. But a guy like they had in Andrew Bogut when they went on that championship run, Festus Ezeli, JaVale McGee, that's what they need to do. Everyone made a big deal about Draymond Green and him getting in a fight at the beginning of the year. Well, there were also reports about how players on the team thought that Jordan Poole was being a little cocky after he got that contract. When that happens, you want a guy like Draymond Green on your team to come in and smack him around a little bit and say, hey, what are you doing? Come on. You won 1. We won 4. Go out of your realm. Don't do something that you're not supposed to do. Don't try to be a hero. I know that you can hit all these type of shots. I know that you're capable of doing it. But when you got guys like Clay, when you got guys like Draymond on the court where you can pass him the ball and then he can make a better decision, don't dribble the ball around and then chuck up a rampant 3. So, 2 things. Jordan Poole needs to be more consistent, and the Warriors need to get an inside presence to make sure that at least at the bare minimum, they can affect shots from guys like Nikola Jokic. When Rudy Gobert comes back for the Minnesota Timberwolves, they got him and they got Karl Anthony Towns. They also got to deal with guys like Jaren Jackson on the Memphis Grizzlies, Steven Adams, who's going up and getting offensive boards, like trading for a big guy down low, a known big guy, a guy who doesn't need to score, but can affect the game on a defensive end.